Oh, you know what? I gotta get some water. I'm gonna be drinking a lot of water, so this is gonna be a pretty long live stream, I think. So Cybercard in the house, EBG. Elon's knocking on the door. Is it? How much is my 5K worth? How much is my $5,000? Oh, it's still $5,600. I mean, yeah. If we're bottomed. Oh my gosh. You okay? You okay? Hold on. I don't know what my cat's doing. Is Elon gonna go up? No. I hope so, because if it doesn't go up, then I can't buy you cat food. Let's see. Hey, it's okay. Aw, I think she just needs love right now. Hey, it's okay. Let's see. We got EBG in the house. Smash Toshi's in the house. Tony, welcome. Gordon, YouTube notification says hello. Welcome. Vision Meow B2B. Back-to-back live streams. Let's go. I was waiting for him to get off. Yeah, I was waiting for him to sign off before I go live. I didn't want to go live at like the same time as him. So I ended up just like cleaning up the place, like vacuuming and doing like all the all the chores and stuff, cause yeah. Meow top 5 YouTuber, let's go. I hope so. Maybe one day. Maybe one day if I become known in the crypto community as the guy who made it with 2.002 Bitcoin. Let me see. Yeah, 0.002 Bitcoin. Let's go up $4, baby. Macro time frame. I mean, the macro time frame, there's nothing bullish with this. It's just all the way at the low. Even if you change it on the weekly, it doesn't change the price. You are oversold though. But if the yellow comes down here, then we're probably going to go down to the 30s, which will be another like 40% capitulation from the current price. Which is crazy to think that at this point, it would just be another like $2,000 to $3,000 like loss. Like it ain't even worth selling. Yeah, it's oversold on the weekly. It is. It is oversold on the weekly. Gordon says, "What are your thoughts on Arrow?" I think you need to break 72 to 84 cents. If you don't, you're going to come up here, make a lower high, and I do think that if we don't get a breakout, then 41 to 55 cents support is going to get tagged. Bruno says, hey, are you going to invest on coins that are on Robinhood? Nope. I'm only buying Bitcoin on Robinhood. I think that next year, depending on where the market's at, there's a couple coins I'm looking at. But for the most part, I'm buying Bitcoin and then I'm making Bitcoin content. Like day one of becoming a Bitcoin maxi. You know, I bought $100 worth of Bitcoin, and this is why. You know, day 2 of buying Bitcoin, this is me dollar cost averaging down, and this is why. So basically, I'm making content with buying Bitcoin on Robinhood because that's where I'm shifting my focus of my channel. Bingo, bingo, let's go. Everything is going to be hella bullish mid-January to February. Well, I hope so. I hope we get some sort of relief rally because I only have a... Yeah, I mean, how much lower is my 5K going to go, you know? How low is this going to go? Man, I should have sold back here. 20K. It's 5K now. That's insane. Hey. Sorry, we got a cat crossing. Yeah, see, imagine if Vision had a cat running around in his stream. He'd get so many more viewers. He wouldn't have to worry about keeping the lights on. I'd be like, oh my god, a cat? Oh, here, just shut up and take my money. Oh my god, is that Spanky? Oh my god, wow. Spanky's such a good cat. Robinhood pumps your bags if you bought before listing, otherwise you're too late to the party. Could you look at Turbo for me? Yeah. Yeah, so Turbo right now, you're still waiting to get this breakout. You did hit macro resistance at 25 to 34. So unfortunately, you have to decide, hey, like, am I going to hold through this area of resistance or are we going to get stuck and basically come back down to 2013? Which, in my opinion, if we do become that bearish and come all the way back down, most likely you're going to break this low and probably land somewhere on filling this wick at around 3093. Hold on, give me 1 second. Super unprofessional, but... Alright, hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Casper should be your secondary at least, if not your primary. Casper is not on Robinhood, unfortunately. Ibrahim says glimmer. Why do I always not know what that is? Yeah, Moonbeam. That's what it is. Oh, I had a nice move up. It is still bearish, okay? So, unfortunately, it's still bearish on the macro time frame as long as it's under 11 cents. So, you have to decide, hey, like, are you going to sell it? Do you think it's ever going to go back up? I mean, it went up 82%. So, you have to decide, hey, do I want to take profits or are you just going to let this thing run? A lot of coins are at their bottom right now, and most likely we are going to get some sort of relief rally. It just depends on how high they're going to go. Because if we're in a bear market, which I think we are, then you're just going to be making lower highs. So you have the opportunity to make money or get some of your money back. But if you're holding it, you're probably going to get wrecked. So right now you have a long ways to go before you're no longer macro bearish, which is 11 cents, which as of the current price action is another 200%. So keep in mind, if you see your portfolio up 200, it could still go up another 200%, and you could smack right into resistance here on the macro time frame. and come back down and make a lower low. Thanks, you're welcome. Bingo Bango, he promised me he would do his research. You need to give him some time. Bingo Bango says Robinhood, Coinbase, and Binance are the last to list. Any big centralized exchange, those are the exchanges that pumps everyone else's bags. Best used only to exit USDC fiat. What's up, Fernando? Hisku says, hey man, would you mind taking a look at VThor? I haven't had someone ask for VThor. We used to make videos on VThor. I saw this on Robinhood. Oh, sorry, I saw this on Crypto.com for the very first time in 2021. Yeah, this coin. I saw this back here when it had a massive rally, and it never ended up going back up. Yeah, we could take a look at it for you. I mean, obviously, any coin that you guys ask me that look like this or Moonbeam or things like that, you're just kind of gambling. I don't know if these are necessarily going to go up. Yeah, I mean, you're bearish on the macro time frame under 2018, so you could still go back up to that area, make a lower high, and get rejected. But I don't know how low you're going to go, and if you break this low, obviously you're going to break down and make a lower low, which at that point, I guess we could take a look at support. The next area of support would be 3046, but if it goes down that low, then most likely you're cooked anyway. So it does need to break over 2018. And if it does, then we could call for a trend reversal. But even if it goes back up here, you could still get stuck and come back down, unfortunately. Casper's on Uphold, Kraken, and the other thing I can't remember if I truly wanted some. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I looked into Uphold. I did my research into Uphold. I'm not gonna open up all because I don't want to give out my social security and my personal information. I've already done it with Coinbase and I've already done it with Robinhood. So I'm gonna just I don't really like giving out my personal information to create new get on new exchanges. Hold on, let me see. Oh, my friend called me. Of course, he called me. He called me when I'm live streaming, which is funny. You guys want to hear it? Let's see if let's see what he said. Well, hold on. Let me see if it's like appropriate.
Hey, Rainer, I was just calling to invite you to Christmas at the house.
Oh, that's funny. Christmas invitation. Let's go. I gotta call him back. You guys almost heard my real name. Can't have that. Fernando, Castro, I already read that. Monetary policy and macro suggest we're nowhere in a bear market, LOL. You would be surprised, bingo bango. But we could always disagree. I mean, this isn't really... I'm playing my game how I want to, right? And I'm not taking a shot at anyone and how they're playing their game, if that makes sense. So you could think it's a bull market and I don't have to convince you, just like how I'm not asking for you to convince me, right? We could have our differences. I think we're going down, but I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong, just like how you could be wrong. He promised you were looking to uphold on any cast, but yeah. You're welcome. Ibrahim says, good post, brother. What are your thoughts on Altcoin? I like the project, but I don't like the price action. It hasn't been doing anything. Yeah, and keep in mind that AMP like diluted the crap out of the market. So on the shorter time frame for AMP, you could still come back up to either of these levels and get stuck and come back down and make a lower low. But once you break this area, then we could say, hey, to the moon. Just keep in mind, on the macro time frame, it is still bearish under 2039, which does coincide with the 236. So nothing's bullish and nothing's on its, there's no trend reversal at all as long as AMP is under 2039. Let's start taking a look at like coins that are doing good so I can make some videos. Problem is none of the top 100 coins are doing good. Yeah, I think that's the plan, just to like grow my channel. I know I've said this before. I know I've said this before, but I think I need to do something different because like I do want to get more subscribers and grow. So like I feel like I should just go down this entire list of the top 100 coins and just make one video on it. And I should just do that like consistently. Because if I do that consistently, then I won't have dead subscribers, right? If I constantly look at it and not just do a one-off, but like put structure into uploading, where like, for example, I even break it down where I don't sit here for hours and hours going through doing TA, or like that's actually a lot of work. Yeah, that is a lot of work. But I feel like that would work. It would work if I consistently did like the top, oh look, like top 100 coin analysis, or like that becomes like part of my channel. And then for the member coins, it could be like, hey, just like how I have on the watch list right now, these are all member coins. So I could still have a member coin and include that on my Saturday uploads, but I do still go in regardless every single week, and I make a video on every single coin. I think that would grow the channel, and hopefully keep it growing. And that way we could get more viewers and new watchers and more ad revenue. But I don't know if that's going to be a lot of work. And unfortunately, like, not unfortunately, but I work like Monday through Friday kind of deal. So it's going to be a lot of hours. But I think I'm going to do that. I want to do that because if I do that for 2026, then I can hopefully grow in 2026. Even though we're bearish, I could start like just getting viewers, a lot more viewers. I think I'm going to start doing that. Like where we'll just like live stream, look at all the coins, but also imagine doing technical analysis on Tether. How funny would that be? I think I've done that before, but it didn't really do good. Let's see if I could search the video. Yeah, I did it 3 months ago. Got 15 views. That's pretty funny. Alos has FIS fell under 3. Oh, wow. Is it capitulating? Oh my gosh, bro. This is going to be OXT when it gets delisted on everything. Look at this. 50 million market cap. And now it's a 4 million market cap. All in like the last 6 months. Wow. Super scary. So they farmed people for the last 4 or 5 years. People got farmed for 5 years, and they're like, oh, by the way, we're gonna delist it. GST weekly and monthly signs. Bro, GST's cooked. GST's going to 0. It is a gamble play, though. Yeah, I made an all-time low. Yeah, man. I don't know. They diluted the crap out of this coin, man. So just be careful. Obviously, you don't need me to tell you that, but I don't think it's ever going to go back up to $2. Keep in mind, they released it, and it was an 18 million market cap. They released it on Coinbase, and then they spent 5 years diluting it, and basically leaving retail with the bag. Might not be a bad play, though, because, you know, if you do get a recovery rally, and if you get a nice bounce, there's no reason why I can't go back up to 1 cent 60, which, I mean, even back up to its 236 is around a 500% pump, which is a lot. The volume shouldn't have dropped by now, but it equals the market cap. Yeah, because they're probably, what are they doing? They're manipulating it. Yeah, the volume matches the market cap. It's probably going to get lower. Sorry guys, if you can't tell, I'm all sniffly, and I might be like getting a little bit sick. I'm gonna try to not let it affect. Hold on, give me a second. Oh. I was about to make myself like an emergency drink, and then I was like, hey, I wonder if Vision comes by and like my seat's empty, and he's gonna be like, oh, he's not here, and then he just like leaves. Hey, I came by, but your seat's empty. Like, oh, that's funny. Oh, speaking about Vision, hey, we got 30 people in the chat. Let's go. Is the Crunchwrap video up yet? No, it isn't. Damn. It is not yet. If you guys want other content other than crypto, go check out Big T Food Reviews. He typically stuffs his face with unhealthy. No, I'm just joking. That's so bad. He typically eats Taco Bell. So if you guys are Taco Bell enthusiasts, or he's a what do you call him? Taco Bell connoisseur. So if you guys want to go check out Big T Food Reviews, definitely go. You know, shout out to him, and shout out to his food review channel. Help keep the lights on and help him grow his YouTube channel. He's at 566 subscribers. Help him get to 1,000, because apparently 1,000 is where you can monetize. Yeah, I forgot. I thought it was 500. You could actually start getting members at 500, but I monetized like a long time ago, so it's been a while. It has been a while. I started my YouTube channel in 2020, so if you guys look at it, you can see. Let's see. Free Lightning. Oh my gosh, free Lightning. I got yeah. You are waiting. So you're waiting for the Do you have the? So you have the chain now. So the next one is the actual crown, the Bitcoin crown. Bro, a year is a long time, man. Free Lightning, thank you so much for the 1 year. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Hey, that's a long time of membership. Let me see, like, what I wonder what the next one, like, how long the next one I made it. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. Members, badges. Oh no, not badges. Yeah. So you need to be a member for another 1 year. So like I made it such a big jump. So it's 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, and then it's like doubled. 6, 1, and then 2 years, and then I gotta make once. I mean, you're like one of the oldest members. So once you get to 2 years, I have to make a new badge. So I'll have to figure out what I want to make it. Thank you so much for the 1 year, man. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for the 2 beans. First super chat of the day. Let's go. Thank you. That is awesome. Thank you so much for helping the channel out, man. Helping the channel, which is me, obviously. Thanks for helping out the channel. Yeah, thank you for helping out me, the channel, and my goal to getting to 1 BTC during the spare market. That's my goal. My goal is... Oh my god, we're going back down. It's over. Yeah, GSC is a huge gamble. So is Spell Token, right? What has Spell been doing? Yeah, so is Spell. Spell's another like 200% to 500% to its area of resistance. So all gamble plays here. Metal Detecting England, welcome by. I hope you're doing well. How's Jasmine doing? I already know. We got the Jasmine whale in the house. He has like 10 million Jasmine. We're just still waiting for a recovery, man. There's nothing over here. Remember, if you're thinking about selling, 2 zeros 85, 1 cent, 1.5 cents. These are all targets, but if you sell it and we break through these areas, then you're gonna get you know just don't get depressed because it's probably gonna get have a bigger move up to 2.5 cents and so on. But if you're holding it, then you need to clear this box in this area of resistance for a continuation up. So, anyways, Free Lightning says thanks for all you do. Thank you, and of course, I will always make time to live stream and make I've made it part of my life for the last year. We've been consistently live streaming 3 times a week, and then just a couple. I think this year I live streamed every single day for 3 months. So 3 months. I think it was like July, and then it was like January or February, and then it's this month, December. So I think next year I want to plan to do like 1 month on, 1 month off. So my goal is a couple things. To grow my channel is going to be to do the top 100 coins every single week, which I have to really figure that out. And then number 2 is every month. So 1 month is going to be 3 days a week, and then the next month is going to be every single day. And then it's going to be 3 days a week, and then every single day. So it's going to be on and off. I think that's going to be like the next way to grow the channel. To really, really, really grow it. Cyber Kurt for 2 beans. I can't give you any, let me guess, Dogelon, I can't give you any hope on Dogelon Mars. Unfortunately, I'm still sitting on $5,600 of it. So, either this is going to go back, my 5.6K is going to be worth 3,000, or it's going to go back up to 12,000. So we'll see. Bingo Bango for 2 beans. Thank you so much for that. Let's go. 3 super chats, or at least did I get 3? Yeah, 3 super chats. Let's go, man. That's awesome. Zoom out on BTC and tell me if there's an inverse head and shoulders. No. It looks like this. It looks like you're going to get something like this. That's why we have these areas drawn, because that would complete it. But what can happen is you don't even have to go that high. You could actually still get stuck here, and that's all she wrote. So no, I don't see an inverse head and shoulders. I see a head and shoulders forming. Yeah, this doesn't look bullish at all, bingo bingo. In my opinion, it doesn't. The only time that I would say that I'm wrong and you're right, which doesn't even matter because it's our opinions and we don't really know what's going to happen, is if Bitcoin breaks 106. The second Bitcoin breaks 106, like the update videos are going to be, hey, wow, we actually broke this area, which obviously will cluster the EMAs and will hopefully look for a breakout from there. And the next breakout and the higher high and all-time highs, whether it's in January or February next year, and this is all hypothetical, is going to be between 139 and 148,000 in my opinion. So that's what I think. But I think that, like, for my sake, like, I started buying Bitcoin, and the next time I'm going to buy it is when we get a bigger move down to like 70,000 would be my next buying point. So that's what I think about Bitcoin. I think we've already started. We're just waiting to print red on the Gaussian channel on the weekly also. Metal Detecting England says, thanks Crypto Meow Analysis. Do you think it would be worth holding Jasmine for the next alt season in 2029? If you've got money like that. See, like, you have the right idea, and I had the right idea, but the problem is that our coins never went up. Actually, Jasmine did go up. My coin never went up. But, like, in my mentality, because I don't go, like, I'm not putting like 100% of my money into crypto, right? So you got your savings, like, you got, you're established. If you're like established and you're like chilling and you don't necessarily need to worry about it, because you still have a lot of Jasmine. Like, you have like what, $90,000 of Jasmine or something. You have like $80,000 of Jasmine or something like that. So if you don't care, then, and if you think that Jasmine is going to go up, then yeah, just hold it. Like, and if you don't have to worry about it, but if it's not good for your health, just don't sell a bottom. And on the next recovery rally, the next time you see Jasmine up, like, and you'll know, because you'll be like, oh my God, it hasn't done this in like 6 months. You'll know. So at that point, you have to decide, hey, I'm just going to sell it, take this money, and completely reset. In my opinion, I've played it right, and I have like the strength to hold, like you've held. But the problem is with me, I held the wrong coin. So that's why I'm never touching any altcoins, and I'm not going to get greedy. I think that like dollar cost averaging down Bitcoin, and whenever thinking that it can't go any lower, I just say to myself, it is going to go lower. That's why I'm like, you know what, 20K. I think it's going to go back even below 20K, because just when people are going to be like, oh, it can't go any lower, it always goes lower. People forget the bear market. People forget how much it like sucks all your money. Like, it's like a black hole. So I think that it just depends, man. If it's not, it seems like psychologically and mentally it is hurting you to hold it. Maybe on the next bounce, just sell and then use that money to call it dollar cost average Bitcoin. And while you dollar cost average Bitcoin, you don't need to get a 10x, right? You could, $80,000, you dollar cost average that down into like 30, 40, or even $50,000, and you get a 3x on Bitcoin, or Bitcoin even comes back up to its all-time high. You're looking at a 1.5x. So your 90,000 or whatever is going to be times 1.5. So what, 180, like 225, which at that point, I'll take that all day long. You don't need to get it. You don't need to get that 10x, in my opinion. That's just playing it a little bit more smart. And I think if we all just did that, we would have been fine. But we got greedy. And I made the same mistake too. And the reason why is because I made money last cycle. I fumbled and I somehow ended up making a lot of money, which then I ended up giving it all back throughout the course of dollar cost averaging down and buying a completely garbage coin. CyberCurt says MicroStrategy versus Solana. My thought is MicroStrategy. Dude, I'm never buying MicroStrategy. That's shit. That like it's just another triggering thing for me. It's like, oh, MicroStrategy has like they hold so many Bitcoin. Dude, then none of that matters, man. That thing's going straight down. They're gonna take all of your guys' money. You're gonna get farmed. Like I don't care if it's a stock or crypto, man. We're all gonna get like it's just a freaking giant field of like cows. I'm not joking either. I would say your best bet is Solana and buying Solana back down, like when it comes all the way back down. And just when you think it can't go any lower, it will. It's probably gonna come back down 90% from $136. So what is that? Dude, this thing's coming all the way back down. And you know what? I don't even care. I don't care if it's if I don't get viewers or if I'm bearish and stuff, because if I pump out 100 coins, 100 videos like every single week on the top 100 coins, then it doesn't even freaking matter. It's just like goblin grinding, you know? It's like when you're playing World of Warcraft and you just go kill boars. And I think that's what I'm going to do. No, not think. I'm going to do that starting next year. That's going to be like the next pivot into the channel. And yeah, I got to sit here and then be like, hey, oh, you think it's going to, oh, like what? You think this thing's going to go up forever? No, man, this thing's going to go back down to $13. You don't have to wait until $13, just like how I'm not going to necessarily wait until 20K to buy Bitcoin. But as it goes lower, that's when I'm going to be dollar cost averaging and kind of like putting in more and more capital. So I put in $200 so far. My next buying point is 70,000. I'm probably going to buy, I will buy another, and I'll double up. I'll buy 0.002, so I'll have 0.004. And then next time it'll be what, like 63,000. I'll buy like 0.004 or whatever it is going to be at that point. But regardless, every single time for the doubling that amount, it's going to be less and less for me. I'll take that all day. I don't even care. I might have to wait, but I have all the time in the world. No, I don't think it's going to go up bear market, especially with everyone being so fearful and knowing monetary macro coming next month. Big shakeout happening currently, in my opinion. Next alt season 2029, I totally disagree, but everyone has their own opinion. Who's saying 2029? McClaw says, hello again from Manchester, England. Excited about XYO. Yeah, XYO is selling off right now, so just be careful. Just keep in mind, XYO had a nice move, but it did get stuck. Yeah, it did get stuck in resistance. So keep in mind, to see a continuation, the first step is getting over 2079. If you don't get over 2079, you're going to come back down to these lows, okay? Everyone calling the bear market is going to get wrecked hard. How? We don't have our money in. You mean by like missing out? Maybe. Metal Detecting England says, I got greedy. I was thinking, oh, just a little higher. I wanted to go to 500,000. It hit 440. Then it dropped below 400, then 300. At that point, it was too late. It wasn't too late. At any point, you could have sold, you know? But yeah, I get it. It like psychologically, it's like when you've seen your account at 440,000 and when you see like you just basically going down to 300,000, like you're just like, it's absolutely devastating, and I completely understand that. It's just extremely unfortunate. But you still have $90,000 of it, man. I mean, you still have like a good amount. You're just waiting for a reversal right now. And keep in mind that 90,000 could be 100, could go back up to like, yeah, could go back up to 200,000 like tomorrow, you know? It could just go back up to $200,000 overnight. Free Lightning says, not you, meow. One of the users said 2020. Yeah, metal detecting England. But I respect everyone's opinion. We can agree to disagree. Yeah, that's true. Because at the end of the day, you guys are all like, we're all in it. Like, you have your money in if you think that it's going up. And me, I downsized, so I took a lot of my money out. So at the end of the day, it's like, hey, if you still have money in it and it goes up, good. That's good for my channel. That's good for views. That's good for ad revenue. A lot of people are going to super chat like they have in the past where they're making money. So for me, it's kind of like a win-win anyway, and I really hope it does go up. But in terms of all the indicators, I do think that the bear market has already started. We'll see who's right in January, February, and who's right in 4 to 8 years, bro. Bingo bango, you better be here in 4 to 8 years. If Caspa goes to zero, or even if Bitcoin goes to zero, you better still be here in 4 to 8 years. No alt season. Bingo bango, nailed it. It's business cycle, not the mythical 4-year cycle. Exactly. At the end of the day, this community is kind of like a team. Exactly. A wise YouTuber once said you never want to go to zero. But I think he was saying that I've heard him say that, but he was also saying that metal detecting England. Because he wrote exactly the same thing, like, oh, hey, I had 440 and then went down to 3, and then, because you still have 90,000, so at least that's still a lot of money for the next cycle, or even for a recovery. Like, just again, imagine if this does a Luna Classic and goes up 136% in one day. Bro, you're back. Your $90,000 is going to be worth $200,000. And if that happens, I'm going to look at you and be like, hey, here's your chance. Like, maybe, it doesn't matter if it goes up. Just remember, like, the feeling that you're feeling right now, and now you have another chance of getting out. And then don't put your money back into Jasmine. Just get out. You made your money. $200,000 is a lot of money. Tony says, do you think Zen and SCI have any potential? I mean, I think Zen is sitting at the all-time low, right? Yeah, Zen is very bearish under $12, bullish over 20. We've already attempted to break out like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 times. So just keep in mind for Horizon, it does need to break this area of resistance for a continuation up. Otherwise, we are going to come back down, and I don't know where we're going to land, but I guess you've managed to stay over $7 since May of 2023. So it looks like you're established a floor here. I'd say anything under $7.36, then you're at risk of coming back down to $3. But as far as the top side goes, if you're holding it and if you're not trading it, then $12 to $20 area of resistance needs to break, and then you'll see a continuation up from there. True, and I saw my one and only Bitcoin, which I will keep for 10 years. Yeah, don't even put a time frame on it. I think you're saying that because it sounds good, but like, don't even put a time frame on it. Just keep it for as long as you feel comfortable being in the crypto market. If you want to sell, like, take your money out. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not as like static as you think. It's very fluid. Like I bought 100 other billion Dogelon and then I sold it, and then people are like, "Oh my god, like you sold all your Dogelon?" And it's like, some people say that and they don't even like watch the videos, It's like, I could do whatever I want. Like tomorrow I could buy another 150 billion. Like, you could do whatever you want. That's the beauty of it. My long-term plan is only buying stocks, hopefully getting a good gain on MicroStrategy, then allocating to stocks and BTC. What was the other coin? SEI. Yeah, you're about to break down on SEI, unfortunately. So if you break down, you're probably going to come back down to 9 cents. Yeah, you're probably going to come back down to 9 cents and actually fill this wick, validate this downtrend. At that point, yeah, at that point, I would say we have to kind of see where it bottoms out. But right now, I mean, if you are putting in a bottom, it's still bearish under 22 cents, which theoretically you could still come back up that high or to that area and get stuck and come back down because this is still resistance right now. So you need to get a clear breakout from this area. Oh, it's crazy. We were just at 87,000. Now we're at 91. That's insane. We're making a lower high, though. That's not good. It's crazy to think that just within the last 3 months, yeah, October 6th, right? October, November, December. So October, November, yeah, in 2 months. 2 months ago, we were sitting at all-time highs, and somehow we still didn't get alt season. Somehow my OXT still... I don't even have any anymore, but somehow this coin still didn't go up. Bro, this thing looks like it's about to go nuclear. I wish I could buy it. Because keep in mind, I sold 100,000 coins at 6 cents, so I took out $6,000. So like, imagine if I bought back in my $6,000... Sorry, imagine if I bought back my 100,000 coins now... I'd be getting in for like 50% discount. A little bit more than 50%. Yeah, this thing looks like it wants to run, but whatever. I can't get on Coinbase, unfortunately. Like, what is this? This coin just came out, and it's like... Yeah, this coin came out today. And it's already up, like... Freaking... Yeah, what is this? Wow. Oh, it's a trading coin. That's why. Never mind. Let's look at the gainers. Anything we know? Nope. It's all just garbage. Fart coin. Oh, wow. Fart coin. Fart coin's going up. I'm not going to ask Allo because Allo's going to be like, stop asking for the millionth time. Yeah, so Fartcoin is attempting to break this area. So once Fartcoin breaks 42 cents, you should see a bigger move up to next target area would be 71 cents. So yeah, Fartcoin's looking pretty good. But it's still getting stuck, so just keep in mind, if it turns bearish again, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, hey, this was my opportunity. So this is what we talk about metal detecting England, right? Where right now Jasmy's on the floor here, and Jasmy has a potential of going up, just like Fartcoin went up like 125%. So you're still stuck in resistance. So, you know, we could look at this tomorrow, and this could all come all the way back down, or it could start basically rolling over. And that's all basically, you know, that's the highest that it's going to go before the next move down in capitulation. So this is what you're looking for. You're looking for, a lot of people are looking for just like one more move up. Because if we're still bullish and if we're still in a macro bull run, then it's going to break all of these. But I feel like a lot of these coins went so down Like, we dropped so far from our all-time highs that I just don't know. I just don't think that it's possible anymore. Let's see what Crypto Spaces says, "Hey Meow, can you look at Sapien, please?" Bro, I haven't looked at Sapien since they released it. This is another coin that Coinbase came out with. So Coinbase released this coin, and just keep in mind, based on the token unlock schedule, they're going to be releasing coins for the next like 3 years. So it is inflationary, obviously. The market cap is 39 million, but the fully diluted is around 3 times, right? 3 times 160, 40. No, 4 times 416. Yeah. So 4 times, yeah, duh, it's 25%. So it's around 4 times less than the fully diluted market cap. So just be careful with this coin. It might never come back up to its highs like a lot of coins that Coinbase releases. So, I mean, it's not really doing much right now. It is getting stuck at resistance. So you have resistance at 15 to 20 cents, which you already came back up to and retested. So if we don't break this area, then most likely you are going to break down and probably make a lower low and validate some sort of downtrend forming. But once you break this area, then you could say to the moon, 30 cents would be in play. And then after that, previous high, and then up to $1.62. That's what I think about Sapien. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I need a big winner. I lost so much. Yeah, I just need to play it smart. You don't lose unless you sell. Bingo bango, or you go up to zero, or you go to zero. No, wise man says that you never go to zero because it's always percentages. So you lose 50%, and then you lose another 50% on that, and then you lose another 50% on that, and then you lose another 50% on that, and then you lose another 50% on that. Allo for Fartcoin says 40 can't break 40 cents, coming back down to 20 cents probably. If it doesn't break out, yes. Then you become a community member. What does that mean? Then you don't lose unless you sell. Then you become a community member. T minus 5 minutes to QC. Thanks, you're welcome, Crypto Spaces. What's QC? What am I missing? What am I missing? Is there some sort of news I'm supposed to know? Honestly, once you really research Caspa, how it's run, how it was launched, how the community is, everything else will disgust you. Inflationary tokens already do. Just Caspa, you're missing Caspa. Maxi's a punk. Vision is a loser. Oh, dude, the guy's back. No way. On yesterday's live, you said you were getting into Shiba. Are you still planning to? If it goes down, yeah, absolutely, dude. Are you kidding me? Did I ever tell you this Shiba Inu story? So the Shiba Inu story is that I made my money with Shiba Inu last cycle. I bought in before I got listed on Coinbase, and I got in at 5 zeros, like 49 in the fours, and then I sold early, but I still made like 20 grand or so. I took out like 20K or something like that. So, or 17 to 20K around there. So, yeah, I sold early, and then it could have been like 50K, but oh well. Anyway, if it actually comes back down to like where I bought it before, which is like in the fours, like in the high fours, then like 49.50 or wherever it was on crypto.com, then yeah, absolutely, I'm gonna buy it. But just keep in mind that's another like 40% capitulation. So that's a really big move down. But yeah, I will buy it. I'm probably gonna. I'm not gonna go crazy. I used to. So I had 1 billion. I had 1 billion coins. I don't know if I'm gonna buy 1 billion because that's like $5,000. What I am gonna do is I'm probably gonna buy 500 million, so like 500 million coins, if it goes down that low, because then I'm not like super overexposed, and I'll be happy with a 2 to 3x on that. I'm not gonna even moonboy it. I'll just be happy if it goes up to 200 or 300% and take out like take a $5,000 profit. I'm recording a 5K loss on my taxes this year, so. Maxie's a punk. Welcome to the live stream, man. Are you really bored? Let's hear what you got to say. Let's hear what you have to say this fine day. Damn, so much cat hair all over the place. Go read my comment I left after yesterday's live stream. I thought you could only report up to, yeah, no, you use, I thought you could only report, no, you could report all of it. The rest gets carried forward. So on your tax returns, like on your tax document that you get, so like when you file, you get return, there's a form, I think it's a 1190 or something like that. I'm not really sure with the tax form, but there's a box that says, carrying forward losses. So yeah, it's either 2,000 or 3,000 a year that you actually get credited for. You get some money back for that, but the rest gets carried forward to the next year. So next year, so let's just say like my carrying forward balance is going to be $3,000 because 2,000 is going to be, or whatever. Let's just say $3,000. My taxes calculate $3,000. You don't get back $3,000, but you get something back, and then the rest gets carried forward. So next year, my carrying forward balance is going to be minus 2,000, which means that if I make $2,000 of profit next year, I don't have to pay taxes on that. Like, it's a wash. And then anything, it all calculates it though. I use TurboTax, so it like calculates it for you. Paul Slater says Ether. Bartizan says peace. See you later, man. I hope, yeah, I think you said you're going to go watch the Caspa thing or something like that. Good for you, man. Yeah, there aren't two R's at the end of that, but yeah, I mean, this also looks rubbish. Yeah, I mean, like, where does it end, right? It's still bearish. It's this coin is very bearish. You just recorded all-time lows 6 days ago at 1 cent 30, and you're sitting on the floor right now. So it is also 203 million market cap with 580 total diluted, which means that it's obviously inflationary. There's only 35% in circulation. So just keep in mind, inflationary coins, they could still go up, but it's going to be really hard for it to, like, name me one coin that released a ton of coins and ended up making all-time highs. It's very like a only like hand selected few. Um, and they released it like back here at like 65 cents and it immediately like dumped. So let's even take this. Let's say it goes back up to 9 cents. That's around a 5x. Now, a 5x on the market cap is going to be around 1 billion. And you could see that it's never been more than a 800 million market cap. And just keep in mind, you see how over here the market cap was 315 million and the price was 8 cents. Well, over here the market cap is 800 million and the price is actually 5 cents. So it's a lot less. So they released a whole bunch of coins now. So relatively speaking, 207 millions here and then 207 millions on August 31st of 2024. The price was 5 cents relative to now it's 1 cent. So it's extremely inflationary. I'm not a fan of this coin. Doesn't mean you can't make money, but just be careful with it. Also, you can only get back 3K. You know, dude, I wish you get back 3K. You don't get back 3K. It gets like, you get back like a portion. Let me see how much it is actually, now that like you're asking. So if I lose and record, okay, let's see. All right, so if I record, it's a perfect example. Oh yeah, you're right. You can use up to $3,000 of that loss to reduce your, yeah, so it is 3,000. For whatever reason, I thought it was 2,000. So basically what I can deduct if I lose, so like I lost 5K this year, right? So first off, any capital gains in 2025 would offset that, which I don't have any. Basically, you can use up to $3,000 of that loss to reduce your ordinary taxable income, which is against wages, which is really good actually. The rest of the loss, which would be $2,000, carries forward into future years indefinitely, and I don't lose it. So that's good that there's no time frame on it. What that means, if you have no capital gains this year, which I don't, you have $5,000 no gains, you could deduct $3,000 against your ordinary income. That reduces taxable income. The actual saving taxes depends on your income bracket, blah, blah, blah. But basically, depending on the bracket, it's up to $600. So like money-wise, it roughly adds to $600 back into your income tax. And then the $2,000 just gets carried forward. So that's cool. So I know that, like, say I was going to get back like $1,000 on my federal income tax. Well, I'll get back $1,600, losing $5,000 this year, which is nice. I mean, it's like 12%. What is that, like 10%? Yeah, like 12%. It's not bad. Marco, welcome to the live stream. You said do Zebic. Ooh, Zebic. Haven't had anybody ask for Zebic since Silver Days. Yeah, so for Zebic, you're just still waiting to break out from this area. If you don't break out from this area, you are coming back down to 202. It's really simple. Cybercard says, where do you think MicroStrategy will reach its bottom? Dude, I think that thing's going straight to zero. MSTR. Dude, garbage, but we'll see. Dude, this thing's, you'd be surprised, man. This thing's going to come all the way back down. This is going to do a full round trip. If you don't believe me, then I don't know what to tell you, but you're probably going to come back down to like 20 bucks, I'd say. Like $10 to $20. I think you're probably going to, yeah, you're going to come all the way back down to $10 to $20. And then maybe we could start going up from there, but this thing isn't like nothing's in the, none of these coins ever have, and like none of these like stocks ever have a clear uptrend, with the exception of the S&P 500 and like very, very, very good stock, like blue chip stocks, Amazon, Tesla, Google. This is MicroStrategy, man. This thing's like a meme coin of the stock market, man. I'd be surprised if it doesn't go back down to $10 to $20. Dwayne Kelly, welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Dwayne Kelly's gonna buy Arbitrum with me in 12 months. And actually October, we'll do Q4 of 2026. Yeah, we play the long game. Ends up selling off, and then bam. Ponzi of the day is SUP. What is this? What is this? What are you showing me? Is this a Coinbase coin? Oh my god. Yeah, what is this, man? Yep, we're never gonna see 16 cents again. Look at this, dude. Look at this. Coinbase comes out with another coin and ends up like releasing tons of circulation on their freaking investors. Yeah, a 10 million market cap, fully dilute, 5 times us. What is that? 20%? Yeah, 20.5% in circulation. Wow. This looks like OXT, like when OXT first came out. Look at this. I'm not even kidding you. I'm permanently scarred from this garbage. Look at this. It literally looks like OXT when it first came out. I have to wait until it loads. Come on. Yeah, right here. It literally looks like this. Wow. I can't believe I didn't sell. It's so brutal. Huge McDonald's logo. Have you looked at Wormhole? No. That's not it. It's almost 6 cents. So then what is it? It's almost 6 cents? Positive. Can you type it in a different, is it like a meme coin or something? Is it a DEX coin? Oh, it's this. Wow, what is this, man? Oh, wow, you're getting a breakout. Yeah, wow. Why is this on market cap? Oh, dude, what the heck? It came out. This makes no sense. This coin came out at $110 million. Man, all these charts look super funky. Yeah, bro, this thing's coming all the way back down. Sorry. This thing's gonna coming straight back down. It's gonna come straight back down. It's gonna create a giant head and shoulders, and then just when people think like it's impossible, it's gonna go to zero, and they're gonna lose all their Bitcoin. That's literally gonna be the chart. This is going to be micro strategy, right here. So come down, people are gonna be disbelief. Oh my God, we're going back up. Nope, you made a lower high. You're going to zero. Yeah, that's a good find though. Superb. I wonder what are some of the coins that got listed on Coinbase recently? Let's check. Let's check each one and see how they're doing and how they're farming. Let's check their farming strategy and see if it's still farming. All right, so we have newly listed coins: Fluid, World Mobile Token, Monad, Aster. All right, let's see. Let's check these fives. Let's check these fives. Fluid. Let's see how Fluid's doing. This doesn't look bad. Doesn't look like it looks like it's been around before getting listed on Coinbase, so that doesn't count. It's not like it got first listed on Coinbase. Let's check this coin. Yeah, I guess same here. This coin's been around, but they listed it at the bottom. Yeah, World Mobile Token. So they got rid of mobile, Helium Mobile. Yeah, they got rid of Helium Mobile and then they added another telephone company. That's funny. So World Mobile Token, what is this? It's another Helium Mobile. Monad. Oh, hey, how's Monad doing? Not good. Yeah, this thing's probably gonna break below. This thing's gonna come down, and then it's gonna go up. People are gonna get excited. They're gonna buy again, and then it's just like gonna go nonstop down like this. You're gonna get some scam pumps here and there, but it's gonna go straight to zero, man. Aster. Yeah, same with this one. Oh, they pumped it. And then they trapped everybody. Everyone got trapped. This is like the cage. This is like the cat cage, and then like this is the front, right? And then someone's like waiting over here with the rope, and then as soon as a bunch of people get in, and they're like dollar cost averaging like me, I was one of these people in here, right? As soon as like enough people get in, this guy pulls the string, and then the cage basically drops, right? And then they try to get out, and then they can't. And then this thing basically just keeps going. And then they basically dump this entire thing. It's on a lever, and then it's on the back bed of a truck, right? Right? Like this. And then they start moving it, and then this thing just basically starts tilting, and then they go straight into the ocean. Yeah, straight into the ocean. That's the ocean. And this is the pier. And then this is Coinbase headquarters. Yeah, that's the headquarters. The factory. Let's read the chat. Anyway. Will XRP probably. XRP is doing pretty good though. I mean, relative to everything, it also had a very good run. XRP is still bullish in my opinion, as long as it stays over $2. You have macro support on XRP in between $1.39 to $2. As long as it stays over this area, I think that 650 is still in play for XRP. SMX lad, yo, you commented on my video. I'm glad you could. I'm glad you came by the live stream so I can actually take a look at it for you. Yeah, we already have a chart for React. I think we're just waiting for a breakout. So right now for React, you have resistance here at 6 cents to 7 cents 70. You're getting stuck here. So if you don't, so if you're holding it, you need to break out. You need to break out from this area, and if you don't, then you are going to come back down to these lows and retest 5 cents. So you're at a dire point right now where you do need to break this area of resistance right now between 6 cents and 7 cents 70. Hey, that was a pretty good drawing though, huh? Pretty good drawing. SMX says, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Hey, give me a second. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. How many people did we lose? Oh, not that many. That's good. Still have 27 bogeys in the chat. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. Yeah, you're welcome. We got 44 votes in. Wow, a lot of people are still holding into 2026. It's not bad. See, if I had enough money, and if I had if I bought 100 times more, no, that wouldn't even be that much, $400. So if I bought 1,000 times more, which would be $180,000, right? Yeah, I think I would have made 3% on that, which would be like $3,900 only. No, $39,000. No, I don't know actually. I can't do math right now. TCU's in the house. Let's go. The Crypto Undead. Welcome to the live stream. Are you live streaming today? Hello, everyone. Hit the like and subscribe button. Yes, please. That would very, very, very much help the channel. Y'all don't even have to super chat. All you got to do is just hit the like button and the subscribe button. And come hang out and watch the live stream and watch people come in here and ask for their coins. And you're like, what the heck? This guy's buying Reactive Network? No, I'm just joking. Reactive isn't bad. What's another one, though? I guess I could say, like, IP Story. That was one of the coins that just got listed on Coinbase, and probably won't ever go back up to its high at $15. Yeah. Hey, are you live streaming today, TCU? Yeah, we're getting good subscribers. No, tomorrow and hopefully all week. Yeah, I'm live streaming every single day this week. Sorry, not this week. I'm live streaming every single day this month. So I'll definitely be catching your live streams and so on. No, tomorrow and hopefully all week. I'll be there. Yeah, I think I have notifications on, but sometimes I don't get it. Which is weird because look, like where are you at? Where are you at? Imagine if I'm like not subscribed to you. Yeah, seriously. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah. I have the all notifications on, which for whatever reason I don't is that Dojal on Mars? That is Dojal on Mars. It's going to 0 right now. Working right now. Working hard, man. SMX says React was formerly Parsec, which in turn was played in Coinbase. And I believe React is on their desk awaiting listing. Well, yeah, but like, why would they list React if Parsec didn't? If they basically rugged Parsec. Look at this. I mean, like, imagine buying. Like, I would be so disappointed if I bought this coin and it just like went to 0, man. Damn, it did a 12x though. Look at this. Imagine like buying this, just getting an 8x. Wow. What is this? Oh, they delisted it here. That's right. So it ended, they delisted on June, which most likely means that React started in June, right? March. Started in March. That's weird. I guess the chart matches actually. But yeah, why would they list? Oh yeah, that's right, because they want the fees. They want the fees, the trading fees. So of course they're gonna list it. Jay Jiang says, how about Dojal on Mars? Dojal on Mars is going to 0. We might be in for a reversal right now. Just keep in mind you have a lot of area of resistance right now. So on the macro time frame, it's still bearish under 6/0's/12, which is crazy. And then on the smaller time frame, you still have resistance at 91. So just keep in mind you could still come back up to 91 or 12 and get stuck and come back down. So, you know, there might be like a move up, which is going to be around 70 to 140% pump. But if we don't see a continuation and a continuation through this, then you're just making a lower high and you're going to come back down to the lows. Are you sure? I'm sure that my $17,000 in May of 2025, I'm sure that it's only worth $5,600 now. Yes. I loaded up on Vara today, taking a gamble. Yo, Vara. Wow. Oh my gosh, man. Vara might make millionaires. Vara might make millionaires. So, It's got 12 holders. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Yeah, what? Why? There's like no holders on Vara. We got a Vara gamble here. I like it. You're hoping that we bottom, but this isn't bullish. You got a giant liquidity wick, a 50% liquidity wick. Aloe coming in out of from the left field. LOL. Ari, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is good. Janet says, "Can you do TA on SUI, please? Thanks." Aloe says they sold already. LOL. Is Dojo on Mars a trash coin or a scam coin? I don't know. I can't answer that question, man. I really don't know. Dude, my chair is cracking. No freaking way. That's crazy. My chair is cracking right now. But then again, I did only buy this chair. This was like $100. It was $100 last year. But it's already ripping apart. That's insane. Can you do TA on SUI? I forgot. Yeah, SUI. Yeah, SUI is attempting to break out. Just keep in mind for SUI, you have a resistance on the shorter time frame, on the smaller time frame at $1.74 to 207. You already came up here and got stuck here. So you need to break this area. If you don't, you're going to basically break down, unfortunately. But once you break this area and once you start breaking these, the next targets on the upside, $5 is in play and then $10 for all-time highs. You're still on this uptrend. You're still on this channel, so it still looks pretty good in my opinion right now. Wait, did I just get something delivered? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, arriving today. Oh, no way. Oh, I got the cat. I got a cat Christmas tree. You guys want to see me put it together? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it together. I'm going to put it back here. That's what we can do on the live stream. Wait, hold on. Let me go see if it's out for delivery. So my cats, they absolutely destroyed our. So when we first got our cats like 2 years ago, we had a Christmas tree, and they absolutely destroyed the Christmas tree. So we haven't had a Christmas tree in like a very long time. We have a small glass one that we put on the table, but like we don't put it up. And then on like Black Friday, I saw this like Christmas tree for cats, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy that and I'm gonna put it behind my live stream, so maybe they'll like come over here and sleep in it, or go play on it or whatever. So, that's what's out for delivery right now, which is pretty cool because it said that it was gonna be delivered tomorrow, but I guess it's early. Ari says I was on vacation with my little one. Got back today. Let's go. I hope you had a good vacation. Trying to stay away from my portfolio. Yeah, don't look at it. Just wait. Just don't look at it. And then when it turns bullish again, just remember you'll have an opportunity to sell and you won't be selling the bottom. Because someone told me that Dojo on Mars could delete 3-0 at least. Maybe. I don't think so, actually. What, you think it's gonna... Well, now that we're at 7 zeros, maybe. Let me see. 3 zeros would be 4. Yeah. I mean, we do have a target up here at 402 to 401. It could theoretically go there, and you would only be a... You could theoretically go there, and it could be a 5 billion market cap. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, but I do think that could come to play. It just needs a mass adoption. It just needs exchange listings, more exposure. I mean, it's weird. We have 1 million people on the watch list and only 235 holders. But another example of this, look at KeyCat. This thing has 766,000 holders, but it's only a 13 million market cap. So I don't know. I just think it needs more exposure, and it just needs more buying. There's a lot of selling pressure for Dojo on Mars, unfortunately. What if I told you it could add another 3 zeros too? Yeah, dude, we'd be cooked in that case. My portfolio would disintegrate. I mean, it already disintegrated. It disintegrated, so it's like, it doesn't really matter. Hello, mine too. Love climbing and the wires. Carrion says like. You say like a lot, do I? I don't even realize it. I think we're about to explode. What's about to explode? It looks like we're going back down. Yeah, it looks like we got stuck at 91.3 again, which is our Achilles heel, and we made a lower high. So it looks like we're curling back down right now, unfortunately. Is Hopper a good play? That's funny because I was looking at Hopper a long time ago because it's in direct competition with OXT. They were both VPNs. But it's awesome to see that Hopper actually had a massive move up. So Hopper did a huge move. It did like it did a 8x, and then OXT did barely like a 2x. If anything, I say a lot, which I really need to stop. But I mean, if you're buying Hopper, you're hoping that this is the bottom and you're hoping for some sort of recovery. But the problem is that you're just making lower highs right now. There is no bullish structure, and it's just in a downtrend. So you're kind of gambling if you're buying Hopper. That's my opinion. Can you look at PNG? Bro, PNG came all the way back down. Oh, I guess it's holding... What is it holding here? Is it holding the 236? No, it's actually not. It's still bearish. Is it holding the 786 support? No, it's not. Okay, so we need to redraw everything for PNG. So I guess for PNG, on the macro time frame, yeah, you need to stay over 4 cents 80, otherwise you're macro bearish and you're probably going to pull a GFI and come all the way back down. As long as you stay over and keep price action over 4 cents 80, then 11 cents 80 is in play. Bullish over 11 cents 80. Strong reversal at that point. On the shorter time frame, you can see that we still have resistance here, which coincides with the macro 382. So you could still come back up to this area, get stuck like we have been doing, and validate this downtrend, unfortunately. So Jerry the Turtle is going to make me most money. How do you feel about that project? We could take a look at it. What's up? Moonbound is in the house. What's up, Moonbound? I hope you're doing well. This has got to be the bottom. This is wild. Yeah, it really is, man. We're like all the way at the lows. It's crazy, you know? It's crazy. Like, it's absolutely wild. Like, I don't know how we're sitting down here. Maybe one day we just wake up and we have a giant green candle, but even at that point, I don't care what anybody says. We could still come back up here and get stuck and come back down and basically make a lower low. we need to break this area of resistance. If we don't, then we're coming back down. There's really nothing else to say there, unfortunately. Jerry the Turtle. Jerry the Turtle. Yeah, unfortunately you broke down, so we have to kind of move the chart now. Yeah, just keep in mind, as long as you are under this box at 37 to 56, it's still bearish. You could still come back up to this area, which as it stays around a 28 to 97% pump. But you could still validate this downtrend for me making a lower high. So you do absolutely need to see a breakout over this area of resistance. If you get only then can you see a continuation up to 403. 301, sorry. New all-time high next week? I hope so. I mean, it's only a 2 million market cap. This is one of the coins that you could go back up to this all-time high and do a 9x, and you're still going to be at like 18 million market cap. I thought I was going to sneeze. Whew. Aventus. Yeah, Ventus, you're just waiting for this breakout. Just keep in mind you already attempted to have a breakout, but every single time you've wicked, you've just basically fell off the table. Aventus needs to break $1.52 given that we've bottomed and 225. So you have a long area of resistance to break before we turn bullish again on the bigger time frame. Otherwise, 73 cents is the next landing pad for Aventus. Very small market cap though, so it's going to take very little volume to push it up. I believe Jojo on Mars is a gem coin, but why has it remained the same area? What's the reason? Nobody knows. Copium says Uniswap. Moonbound's ready. Me too, man. Honestly, I might just sell at that box and just be done with it. I don't know if I could stand going down again, but I don't even care. Because, like, when you see your account go from, like, 17K to 12K to 8K to, like, 5K, you're just like, bro, like, what? Like, it's pretty crazy. And I doubled down and I lost on that. Like, I actually doubled down and then I sold at 62. So it could have been worse. Like, I could have been down a lot more right now, but I'm not, like, 62 is so, like, that could happen. We could go to 62 tomorrow. Like, that's not even that big move. But I'm just thinking, what if it actually ends up going to 703? Then it's like, yo, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of I feel like that's over. I'm way too overexposed. Ooh, Alakazam EX. Let me see. Yeah, we should just buy Pokemon cards, man. Ooh, dude, this is a sick card, man. Honestly, I feel like this card is so underrated. This card. Dude, this card is so underrated. Yeah, we're curling back down, guys. We're bearish again. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Moonbound says, how much is the percentage of that purple box? Yeah, it's a pretty good amount. So, but again, it's like, I'm scared because it's like the second I sell, dude, it's like it's going to break out. It's a lot, though. It's like from the current price, you're looking at 126% to 95%. So, like, if you have 100 billion, which I don't know how much you have, but, like, I have, like, 100 billion, so it's 5,600. So, for me, if I sell over here, that's 12K. So, that's, like, right there, I doubled up my money again. But it doesn't matter because I'm down anyway overall, so it doesn't matter. It would have to go to, like, 22 So like if my 56, if it goes up to 22 and if I sell here, then I'll be taking out 22K. Given that like I sell all 100 billion at once. But I don't know, man. Like it's just so like heartbreaking because there's no reward for holders. Like it just keeps, I hate when coins just keep going down, unfortunately. But who knows? I mean, maybe we'll wake up and it goes even higher than that, you know? Maybe we go way past that, right? I was just overexposed. I had 200 billion coins. I was like, I really believed in Dogelon Mars. And unfortunately, I had to downsize over here at 62. At 62 because we just kept going down. You know, I might have sold the bottom. That might have been a bottom signal. But I had to do what's best for me. So I think psychologically and mentally, I feel more comfortable with having that $6,200 in my bank. And recording that loss. Copium Dust, are you still here? I completely didn't watch. I completely forgot to look at that for you. I completely forgot to look at Uniswap for you. Carlos says, "Hey sir, what do you think about Project Better? What do you think it's better, Project Jasmine or Swiftcoin? Thank you for your opinion." I think Jasmine has a bigger community, but I think Swiftcoin has a lot more upside potential because it's a very small market cap. And based on what Swiftcoin does, like if it could get the market capitalization that, for example, Uniswap or Sushi Swap or Pancake Swap has, then you're looking at a lot of upside potential. But it is a higher risk for Swiftcoin, and Jasmine Coin doesn't look good. The chart doesn't look bullish on the macro time frame anymore. So you might actually be coming back down and retesting the lows before the next move up. Inez, welcome, man. Do you have more Dojo on Mars than me? I had 200 billion, but I had to sell 100. So if Bitcoin drops to 20K, I'll invest all of it. Yeah. Dude, if Bitcoin drops to 20K, man, I'm going to buy so many Bitcoin. I'm going to put all my money in Bitcoin. I'm going to take out a loan, dude. YOLO. To answer your question, I think Swiftcoin is a little bit better, but you gotta do what's best for you, man. I think Swiftcoin, like, just look at this chart, you know? It's a beautiful chart. Maybe we get a strong recovery back up too. Yeah, maybe we go back and retest 3 cents. But there's a lot of resistance now for Swiftcoin. Oh, you have 5 grand. Okay. So yeah. I mean, it's not going to make or break you right now if you lose $5,000, but there's a lot of upside potential for Dogelon Mars Inez. So Jasmine has been on a downtrend all of 2025. Hopefully next year recovers. I hope for metal detecting England's sake. I'll take it. I had 10 billion. Now I only got 5. You have 5 billion Dogelon. Yeah, you remember we were buying it for like $100. You remember you were like making videos on it. You were like, bro, you could buy a billion tokens for only like $100. And now a billion coins is $56. Do you know how crazy that is? That you, like, just last year we were making videos on, hey, you could buy a billion Dogelon Mars for $200. Bro, I remember I did my Dogelon Mars giveaway, and I gave away like, let me YouTube it actually. So give me a second. I made videos on this. I gave out like a billion coins, and it was like $100 and something, and now it's $56. How dumb is that? Dogelon Mars giveaway. Yeah, look at this.
Everybody's name.
Oh my god, look at my hair, dude.
On here.
That's crazy. Look at my cat walking around. That's crazy.
We have how much the fee is,
Wait, how much was it? Let me see. Oh my god, I had 42.9 billion. And the price was, yeah, the price was 6 euros 13. So if the price was 6 euros 13, I had like 49.2 billion. Bro, that's worth $2,000 now. But it was worth, I would like, that was $6,000 right there.
So, and send 500 million. We'll see how much the fee is. So whoever needs congratulate Dutch. It's like green candle. I mean, this is relative to everything.
Yeah, man, I don't know. That's crazy. What are your thoughts on XRP? So we make weekly update videos on XRP. I already looked at XRP too. It's very bullish. 650 is in play. Moonbound says it's crazy how I'm broke when the price is so low. Bro, it might go lower. It might go lower. How's your channel doing, man? Are you still uploading? Let's see. Let's check out Moonbound. Let's check out Moonbound. Where is he at? There you are. Yeah, you streamed 19 hours ago. Yeah, you're still oh my god, look at this a year ago, man.
That's not what I would have should. Like, no, I mean, I got
Bro, a year ago. Look at you with the backwards hat. Let's go. Got the TV in the back. Dude, Bitcoin's 67,000, man. You know, it's crazy that like now we're sitting at Bitcoin 90,000 or even 100,000. But it's crazy that maybe like next year Bitcoin will probably be around 67,000 at some point. So it's funny to look back on this and be like, yeah.
Investors. Overboard.
What was Dogelon at? Yeah, bro. Look at this. Dogelon was at 5 zeros 21. Bro, you were looking at this coin at Dogelon and it was at 5 zeros 21. Oh, look, and I like the video. You could tell I'm a supporter of the channel, bro. But yeah, that's crazy, man. Like my 100 billion would be 21K right now. Freaking brutal. Yeah, Chad, it looks like we're getting stuck at resistance again at 91.3, so it's lame. Appleman, welcome. My Jasmine is also going to the grave. How do you think DGen is looking now in the bigger time frame? Bro, DGen is also going down, right? DGen is also like completely breaking down. Yeah. There's no support. I mean, you broke support, right? Yeah, you broke support. You're probably coming back and retesting support as resistance, which would be 2017. So nothing's going to happen until you break 2017. And then on the shorter time frame, that coincides with our area of resistance here. So you could still come back up here and get stuck and validate this downtrend that we're in and that we're forming. So yeah, this thing, unless we get a strong recovery and a breakthrough, man, I can't believe this thing was like 2 cents at one point. Yeah, on the macro time frame, if it doesn't break 2 zeros 29, then unfortunately you're going to probably consolidate and establish a floor and hopefully break out from there. Otherwise, you're going to break down and just keep making lower lows. So immediate resistance at the box, macro resistance at 2 zeros 29. Free lightning, let's go. Jay Jing says, may I have your name? What does that even mean? What do you mean by that? Damn, a lot of notifications. I'm getting Ari, thanks for liking my posts on X. I really appreciate that. Yo, let's go. I have 206 followers on X now. Growing on X. I need to get to 10,000 before I can monetize. Bro, I need to get to 10,000 followers on X and on TikTok in order for me to monetize. I'm at 548 followers on TikTok. It's pretty good. It's not bad. How do I call you? You call me Crypto Meow Analysis. What do you mean? I'm Crypto Meow Analysis, fool. You see me on the streets, I'm Crypto Meow Analysis. And if anybody knows me in real life, and if you type my name, you're going to get instantly blocked. So, you see that logo? I'm Crypto Meow Analysis. You know, I have to like shift between multiple personalities, which is a very good trait I have anyway, so I'm kind of feeding into it, making it work for me, you know. How do I call you in real life? That's funny. Crypto Meow Analysis. That's my name. Appleman says, damn. I'll have to hold on Jasmine and DGen until next bull market. I've invested too much to give up on them. Or just wait until we get a recovery rally, because it just depends on how high it goes. So like imagine if DGen has a really strong recovery rally and you have an opportunity of selling here at 1 cent 30. So like Appleman, if you come back in here and if you have an 800% move on DGen and if you don't sell, that's on you. If you come back up here and price is at 1 cent 30, I'd be like, hey, like just FYI, you're doing a 618 retracement right now. So the market has blessed you and has given you another opportunity to sell. Now the same with Jasmine, the same that I tell Metal Detecting England, because that dude has 10 million coins, which is like 67,000 at this point, right? Or whatever it is. So, you know, the market's probably going to give you a chance to get out at 1 cent to 1.5 cents. But if it comes back up here and you get stuck, then you're probably going to come back down and make a lower low. But if you want to sell it and at least lose a little bit less money, then theoretically that would be the time to be like, hey, I'm out. This is not your real name. This is just a nickname. Jay Jing, you think I'm going to come over here and tell you like my personal information? You do realize that this is character playing and this is YouTube land, right? You do realize that like I'm not going to give anybody my personal information online over the internet. My real name is Crypto Meow Analysis. It's Crypto, and then my last name I changed it to Meow Analysis. So you can call me Crypto, or you could call me King. That's my name, King. My first name is King. My last name is Almighty. So you can either call me by my first name or my last name. You could call me King or you could call me Almighty. I'll let you take your choosing. King, not Kim. King. My name is Appleman. Yeah, exactly. If I ever see you in real life, what do? I give you an apple, because you're Appleman. No, you should be giving me an apple because you're Appleman. Kim Almighty. It's Kim Impossible. Kim Impossible. Kim Almighty. King. Okay. Nah, you just call me Crypto Meow Analysis. I think the top's in, guys. Look. We got rejected at 91.3 and now we're going back down. No, my average. It's going down to my average. No, I'm going to be negative on my Bitcoin. What's up, Keen? What's up, fool? What's up, Keen? JY's Adventure, welcome to, I guess, the end of the live stream. We're live for about an hour and 55 minutes. Have we gotten any subscribers? If you guys can please subscribe, that would tremendously help my channel. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's funny. Let's see. Subscribers. How do I see, like, there's a chart here. Oh, there we go. Yes, if you guys can please subscribe. We haven't been getting that many subscribers. Oh my gosh, man. In the last 28 days, I've only gotten 60 subscribers. It's pretty bad. Yes, if you guys can please subscribe, that would be great. What a weird year for crypto, for real. What even happened since since this December high a year ago? It's all a blur. Yeah, seriously. We had the opportunity to sell and then we didn't. And then we all went to the shadow realm, unfortunately. I ended up losing $5,000 somehow this year. And now I have to record $5,000 loss on my taxes, which is like the worst year for that to happen to me. But it is what it is, unfortunately. It's so dumb. I played it right and I still lost money. Thank you so much, SRT. We got some subscribers. Can I get to 8,600? Can I get to 8,600 subscribers, please? I like seeing your face. That's a very nice thing to say. I really appreciate it. If you can please not make flyers of it, that would be great. Oh my gosh, we're really going down now. Come on, 3 more subscribers, guys. Give me 8,600. Give me 8,600. You see, it's all sales. It's all sales. Come on, guys. Help me get to 8,600 subscribers. People aren't interested in lows right now, in crypto right now. So many YouTubers' views are low. Yeah, you're telling me, man. I know. Trust me. I know. My views are... That's why I'm like live streaming every day this month, because I need to somehow... figure out what I'm going to do. I lost 3 subscribers on December 4th. What happened on December 4th? Nothing. Nothing happened on December 4th. All right, chat, we got a couple more minutes before I hit 2 hours mark. So I think we're going to call it here. We've been live for 2 hours, which was a pretty good live stream today. I think we got a couple of super chats. Yeah, we got 3 super chats, so that's very awesome. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and this is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. I will be going live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Actually, I'm going to kind of push it back. I'm going to say 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because it seems like 5 p.m. doesn't really... I don't get a lot of viewers, and most viewers I get is like after 6 p.m. So I'll be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The rest of the month is also going to be every single day. Weekdays is going to be 6 p.m. because obviously I work, and then weekends should be kind of around 12 p.m. same time as yesterday and today. So yeah, thank you so much for coming by. We're going down, as Aloe says, and obviously the viewers are going away because Bitcoin's going down. So yes, I am going to leave now. So have a great night. Have a great week next week. And thank you so much to the subscribers, the members, the super chats. I really appreciate all of your support. And I hope we all make it. Have a great night. Have a great week. And I'll catch everybody in the next live stream.